Um, but I'm starting. It started. We're doing football review. The 2025 season is wraps. The regular season is wraps, and we are going to review every team's regular season. But you don't have to. But first, the Bill Burr music.
Ignore your fucking wife.
Very nicely. Okay. 2025 season in review. Regular season. 2024 regular season in review. We're gonna go in order of the NFL schedule. So starting from Saturday, there was no Thursday game. Browns Ravens. I kind of want to see. I feel like ESPN actually. Now that I'm remembering, ESPN had what the NFL should do, or what's the biggest thing each NFL team has to do in the off season. At least I remember Mina Kimes doing a thing like that, so we could just work. We couldn't work off of that because her and Ben went. Oh yeah, Brett Favre broke the record too. God damn. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, we can work off this. Here we go. And then any other related stuff we could just pull up. But yeah. So first team, we're let's just okay. Like I'm gonna go in order of this. Jesus Christ, I'm getting soup. My camera's fucked. I'm gonna go in order of this, but I'm not gonna do the playoff teams. We'll save the playoff teams for the end.
Okay.
So we'll skip Ravens for now. But something like that. All right. So so let's do the Browns. The Browns. That's jump to a team. Are they on here? Cleveland.
Yeah, right next to Dallas.
All right. Cleveland Browns ended the season 3-14. Estimated 2025 cap space negative $63 million. I wonder how that happened. 2025 first round draft pick number 2. So that's also Cameron Ward. They have them taking Cameron Ward. So they have Shadur Sanders going to Tennessee, Cameron Ward going to the Browns, and Travis Hunter going to New York. That is insane. Oh well, we'll see. Maybe Shadur will force himself to the Giants since it's only three. And the best play here is that the fucking either the Giants or Tennessee or the Giants, like if the Giants can somehow convince the Browns that they shouldn't take a quarterback and just still believe in Watson, would be hilarious. But I doubt that that's gonna happen. But I could totally see that happening just with how shitty they run. So here's biggest offseason priority: search for a solution at quarterback. Given Deshaun Watson's struggles arriving in Cleveland, yes. Okay, this is all we already know. When he returns from his Cleveland's decision makers have not committed to Watson being the starter when he returns from his Achilles tear, but with $72.9 million cap hit, he likely will return in some capacity. Can the Navarros find competition and find a potential upgrade in the draft or in free agency? I just feel like with this, knowing this right here, there's a way you can convince them, like, dude, just don't draft a quarterback. Don't draft Cameron Ward. Don't draft I don't know, take your pick, but like
I just gotta have an idea.
Yeah.
Where are the Pats? Where are the Patriots?
Are
they fourth?
Third, fourth.
Milton that played today.
Yeah.
They move up. They trade Milton, throw him to Cleveland. They fall for that. And maybe that's how they can work around not drafting a quarterback. They can take homie from Milton.
Yeah,
and
they need to
Giants
do something.
land Cam Ward or something.
They need to do something. But there needs to be a lot of conspiracy going on here to try to. Also, Shador's not a for sure going to Tennessee either. Why would he want to go?
Yeah.
I mean, he could probably get convinced, but I mean, for me, it felt like he was either New York or Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I feel like based off this, there could be some conspiracy going on. As far as them not picking a quarterback in the draft, under the radar offseason priority overhaul an offensive line that regressed in 2024. So yeah, so their offensive line was ass. Joel Bitonio, who is 33, will ponder retirement, while Wyatt Teller, Ethan Pocic, and Jack Conklin have no guaranteed money remaining on their contracts, so they need to do that. Latest on whether they will resign running back Nick Chubb. He is a legacy player in Cleveland, and the Browns' front office could find a way to bring him back. He should be more explosive in his second year from recovery of a knee injury. Expect Cleveland to prioritize the running game either with Chubb or another free agent or draft pick, or some combination of those options. Draft outlook: the Browns need to find a young franchise quarterback, but they will trade up. They will need trade up to secure. No, they won't. Oh, they're asking the question. Okay, well we have, we're in the future, so we know. They currently can get either two of these people. That feels unlikely given the money owed to Watson. Instead, bolstering the wide receiver room could be the play. Arizona's Teodora McMillan is 6'5" and plays like Falcons receiver. Drake London would immediately lift a Cleveland offense that has only 18 touchdown receptions this year. Big prediction for the offseason. With no contending future in sight, I expect the Browns to trade for players for picks. Both cornerbacks Denzel Ward and Greg Newsome.
Myles Garrett
should be made available, and one will be dealt. For my money, I expect a young rising team to put a first-round pick on the table for Ward, Packers, Vikings, and give the Browns the draft capital that they need to aggressively rebuild. Well, Ben Solak said that. So, yeah, I mean, they're such a weird team. Who knows what they're going to do? This is another reason why this is so exciting for the offseason because, you mentioned Myles Garrett. I mean, I saw clips. I saw people
post game
kind of being like sussy.
Yeah, his press conference after the game. There's something coming. There's something coming. He said he's definitely out of there.
Why are all these super old? Yeah, well, whatever. Like you're saying, for sure there's something cooking. I think people don't.
Because he's due for an extension too. And it's like, come on, is he lock himself down in that?
Yeah, when you're already negative 66 million in cap space,
there's no way.
And then you want to bring back Chubb if you want to bring back Chubb. I mean, it makes more sense to get rid of Chubb or let him walk because, he's coming off injuries. But yeah, so the Browns,
I say no hope, bro. There's no hope.
Yeah, there's no hope, but we'll see. They have to land on something cheap, and they have to hope that it works out sick, kind of like Sam Darnold worked out for the Vikings this year. Like in that type of realm.
A little Daniel Jones or something fall out of the sky, and he figures it out like Sam did. But
something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's a miracle there.
Yeah, so we're gonna skip the Ravens. Bengals, Steelers. We'll go Bengals here. Easy, trending up. Let's see what
they do have decisions to make though, man.
9-8, estimated cap space 53 million. 2025 first round pick. They are 17th. So the biggest offseason priority, obviously, what everyone's been talking about all year, T. Higgins, and Jamar Chase. But I think Jamar Chase is already also. I think Jamar Chase is more the one that they're for sure gonna stick with. I think T. Higgins is the one that they're kind of like, fuck. Do we have enough to keep both? Joe Burrow said he was confident he could make it happen as far as keeping both of the receivers, and he appears to have an undisclosed plan on how that will work. Keeping that core together at that price still allows for improvements across the roster will determine the future of the franchise. Yeah, they need to find long-term. Yeah, so offensive line here, guard work.
Absolutely.
Latest on whether they will re-sign Higgins. Franchise tagging Higgins for the second year in a row would cost a little more than $26 million, so that's probably not an option, especially with Chase still looking for his bank-breaking long-term deal. Keeping both receivers has always felt like a long shot, but who knows? Higgins had 10 touchdowns catches this year. And then draft outlook, they need to draft on defense for sure. Took a step back this season. Their defense and consistent defensive tackle play was a factor. Cincinnati was equally disappointing, generating a pass rush and defending the run. The Bengals had a 28% run stop win rate this season, which ranks 27th in the NFL. Oregon's Derek Harmon is a potential target as he's a disruptive pass rusher who's also stout as a run defender. And then biggest prediction for the offseason, after making a valiant effort to re-sign Higgins, but eventually getting priced out, which I think that's what is going to happen. I also agree with that too.
Mm-hmm.
The Bengals will make Chase the league's highest paid receiver with a 5-year, $180 million deal. And they'll actually guarantee some of his 226 base salary to make it possible. I also expect the Bengals to take some low-risk, potential high-reward stabs at secondary pass catchers after Higgins leaves. They could be a great fit for Olamide Zacchaeus. I don't even know who that is. I mean, this his name looks familiar, but I couldn't tell you who he plays for right now. Rondell Moore, I think, is on the Cards, and Darius Slater.
The Commanders.
Commanders.
Zacchaeus, the first guy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's a commander.
Yeah, for sure, a red team. Yeah, Commanders. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens with there, but yeah, trending up. I mean, they needed a lot of things to go right today, and they didn't get it. So, I mean, yeah, there was no way Carson Wentz was gonna fucking.
Let's talk about that though, real quick. Let's briefly touch on that. The fact that it was 0, they couldn't get no type of offense. Andy Reid was
just that ass. Honestly, I just think Carson Wentz. I didn't watch any of the game, but I'm just assuming it's because Carson Wentz is just ass. Yeah, here's the.
I'm totally with that.
The meme that Cincinnati put on the.
There had to be in play the fact that nobody wants to face the Bengals, bro. I think that's real. The way that offense was playing, bro, nobody wants to see that right now. Nobody.
Yeah.
They'd much rather have.
I mean,
the Broncos and a rookie quarterback.
Yeah, I agree because the Bengals did get close to beating the Chiefs prior, and I mean, if you don't have to face them, why do it? Yeah. Why do it? I get being the tough guy and being like, oh, fuck who we face, like, I'm not scared of anybody, but it's like, why do it if you don't have to?
Yeah.
Also, because it would, Denver's gonna play pretty well, so like that would require you to like, I don't know. I think some players would have to play. Andy Reid is good, but he's not fucking God either. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think and it's I mean, this would look.
Hey, it was entertaining, man. These last few weeks to see if they would get in, or whatever. And these dudes balled out, but it's not enough, man.
Yeah, these are fun. These little chasing, having a
Steve Kornacki breaking stuff down.
The Steve Kornacki fucking figuring.
If they win, the percentage goes up this much. Like,
this one, yeah,
I love it. I love it.
So those are the Bengals. We'll skip the Steelers. Panthers Falcons, great game.
We can talk about both these teams right here.
Yeah, let's do Panthers first. Great game. I was trying to watch most of it as much as I could.
And elevate his play in Carolina. And he knew
that was nice. That was nice.
He's looking gooder and gooder each week. I'm loving it. He's doing something for short kings that a lot of short kings have not done in a long time. And I mean him and fucking Mayfield. So I mean let's read what ESPN says, but like I am actually very excited for the Panthers this season. I'm already forgetting where they're
right there,
from.
The first
Carr.
three.
There you go. Thank you. Okay, well, so they're 8th. They pick 8th. According to Tankathon, they are going to get an edge rusher. Pretty good. And yeah, I think they'll find a lot of. Well, actually, can I just do? If you do big board, you could just pick a team, right?
Oh no!
Isn't there a way to do it so you can pick?
Can you click on the logo?
Maybe.
No, huh?
Oh yeah, haha.
Oh, nice.
Damn, they've traded away so many that they only have 3 picks.
That's unfortunate, man.
That sucks. Okay.
And they have nobody.
Oh no, are they saying
stuff back,
how does this work?
Wait, yes, go up. Yeah, because they got Dallas. Dallas gave them the top is all their picks. Because Dallas gave them that 4th round pick for that Mingle guy that they got. Yeah, those are their current picks for this draft. Yep. It's just where they got him from.
So wait, how come this only shows? Oh, because they probably have only done a 3-round. They probably just haven't done enough homework to do.
Yeah, all 7 rounds.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. See, so it's only showing these, but they haven't. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So like, I mean, they'll find. Hopefully, they find value in receivers here, and obviously they need more defensive guys. And Jaden Higgins, I don't know who this is, but Iowa State. I mean, 6'4", great.
If his last name is Higgins,
yeah,
hopefully.
let's just let's do the last name draft.
Higgins.
But yeah, okay, so let me go back to this. Upgrade the so biggest offseason priority, upgrade the league's worst defense. I'll leave it at that. Under the radar, offseason priority, finding someone to give running back Chuba Hubbard relief. Second round pick Jonathan Brooks was supposed to be that person, but he tore the ACL on his right knee for the second straight year and could miss most, if not all, of next season rehabbing. That sucks. So yeah, they do need to do that. Latest on whether they will resign guard. Okay, yeah, so they need to figure that out. The Panthers need defenders at all 3 levels. General Manager Dan Morgan has been adamant about bolstering the trenches, which would make Michigan defensive tackle Mason Graham a perfect addition to pair with Derek Brown. And then the big prediction for the offseason, the Panthers will run it back with quarterback Bryce Young in 2025, given his strong finish to the season. But they'd be wise to get another dice roll at quarterback too if anything goes left for them. What about Zach Wilson, who is a free agent and plays a similar game as an undersized creative and mobile warrior? He would be okay. So like, what kind of fucking prediction of this? Who cares?
Or
If they
Daniel
get
Jones. I can see a Daniel Jones bouncing over there too. Why not?
I was hoping he would give a prediction. He would give a better prediction. Like, who cares about who the QB2 is? Like, tell me who. Well, I guess it's kind of hard to get to predict, but like, I do think that they're gonna like. So Devontae Adams. I mean, I know he's like ring chasing, but maybe he ends up on the maybe they can lure him in. You know,
there's no way, bro.
Who are receiver? Yeah, maybe not him, but like free agents 20.
T. Higgins. I mean, they got cap space.
Yeah,
they can give T. Higgins 35 a year. Why not?
Aaron Jones. No, we're doing receivers. Stephon Diggs, T. Higgins, Keenan Allen would be a good one. Amari Cooper could be possibly good. Chris Godwin's not going anywhere. Brandon Cooks, Deontay Johnson. Well, they had Deontay Johnson, huh? DeAndre Hopkins, Mike Williams. I mean, there's not really a lot of good receivers on this list, to be honest. Because they need a true number 1. I don't know if Leggett is that guy yet, but maybe he could be. I mean, DJ Chark. Leggett?
Yeah, no, but yeah, him paired up with someone else, dude.
Yeah.
Make him great, or whoever they bring in even better. Having 2 receivers would be nuts for especially for Bryce.
Yeah.
2 targets like that? Come on.
Yeah. I guess it's really T. Higgins is the only like golden receiver that it would be like, damn, the rest of these.
How much cap space did they say for Carolina?
A good amount, $40 million.
I mean, if they really wanted to, bro,
they can make it work.
They can pay him.
So yeah, Panthers trending up.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, the owner doesn't deserve this, by the way. He doesn't deserve to be vindicated in his Bryce Young draft pick, but
I agree. I'm a Bryce Young hater, but I mean, you can't.
I'm not.
I can't deny what I see, or what I've seen since he's been put back in the lineup. I'll call it how it is.
Yeah, I mean, I think he shouldn't have been drafted first, but I mean, or maybe he should have. I don't know, but like, time will tell. But I just don't like that the owner was such a dickhead, you know.
The development portion is what messed up.
Yeah.
Someone like him being taken first overall has got to develop and not get thrown into the fire so quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
Like he did.
And I guess it looks like the guy they brought in, Dave Canales, is the guy. Let's see. He's from LA. Nice.
LA, baby.
He went to Carson High School. Nice. So he's Mexican then. He's from LA. There you go. Boom. Enough said.
Hey, we got a chance, dog.
There you go. All right. Next team. Falcons.
Falcons. I think we automatically put them trending up.
Yeah.
That's just
Let's
right
see.
off rip. But let's
Las
see.
Vegas. What am I doing? Here we go. 8 and 9 cap space negative 114 million. They're gonna have
1,000.
dead money space. Okay, so 15th round draft pick. What will they do with quarterback Kirk Cousins? He was benched in week 16 in favor of rookie Michael Penix. Cousins is owed again. So real quick, this like made me more mad that like the Raiders weren't able to get Penix because the Falcons drafted him, and
He looks good
and
so
he
far.
looks good. Yeah, he looks good. Yeah, he looks pretty good. Cousins is owed a guaranteed $90 million, which could escalate to $100 million in March unless the Falcons release him before then. A trade is a possibility, though Atlanta will have to eat much of his contract to do so. Cousins returning to Penix's backup seems like a long shot. Okay, so then off under the radar off the season priorities is secondary. Okay, yeah. Well, the defense, yeah. So the defense, they have questions there. Then they have to figure out if they're gonna resign the center. More defense stuff. Draft outlook. Will the Falcons shock us again in round 1? It's more likely the front office will do what we expect them to do last season and focus on defense. Both cornerback and defensive end remain big time needs, and the 2025 class is rich at both spots. Tennessee edge rusher James Pierce Jr. would give them speedy pass rush presence. He's coming off a 7.5 sack season with a pass rush run rate of 18%, tied for second best in football. What the hell is FBS?
Good question, but
Football, whatever.
that's
And I think that's the whole college football shit, right?
mhm.
Big prediction for the offseason. Tight end Kyle Pitts is due $10.8 million in the final year of his deal. Can the Falcons get more for him in a trade than they would in a compensatory pick after he leaves in free agency? I think they could, as he has a rosier future on an offense that actually fits his skill set. My prediction, Pitts will get dealt to the Bengals for a day 3 pick. What? Kyle Pitts goes to the Bengals, and then everyone drafts him for the fucking billionth time, and then he's a fucking huge disappointment again. That would be insane. The week 1 Twitter, fantasy football Twitter is gonna go crazy if Kyle Pitts is on the Bengals and is still ass. In some capacity.
I think Kyle Pitts can be good though.
Yeah. I'm just
I think
saying
he
if it goes
can
that
be
way,
good though, bro.
if it goes that way, it would be funny. I'll go trending up because of the quarterback thing, because of Penix.
I think they're gonna end up eating that contract, bro.
for sure.
Like Denver did with Russ. They're gonna have to, bro.
It's like almost identical,
It's
huh?
unfortunate. Yeah.
And Cousins played a lot better than Russ did, at least for some portions. Of,
Yeah, I agree.
So we'll see. I mean, hopefully.
Where does he go though?
Just hopefully it's not
let's
the
touch on
Raiders.
that real quick.
Hopefully it's not the Raiders.
Really? Even for a minimum or whatever
No,
Russ is
I don't
playing
want
for?
him. For what? Where will?
Just to be the bridge. You guys aren't drafting a quarterback.
I know. Go. Let's just see what that says.
There you go. Sports news, huge.
The sporting news. The Tennessee Titans.
Tennessee. Wow.
Okay, they have Tennessee here. New York. Cousins will get a chance to audition for the New York Giants and Atlanta as Penix will make his first start on as than home. But should adjust their needs according to if they can get Shadur Sanders by field goal bridging, then rolling with a rookie in 2026. Now that fan base can't take another fucking.
Uh-oh.
The rest might be the front runner for Heimbach, Conley, and Cohen, who was strong McVay ties, but like yeah, it's just I feel like if the Raiders are gonna can Cousins go home? Maybe the Vikings pass on spending too
No
much on him
way.
for another season, taking the bargain deal with Sam Darnold for a massive return on Cuba to buy time for rookie. They're saying as a backup. I don't know. These are all dumb, but yeah, I just hope he doesn't end. I mean, if he comes on my team, I only want him.
Tennessee's in play. I can see them. I can see Tennessee.
But
being in
Tennessee has a pick.
I know, but if you
They
if
have
you
a first
can get,
pick.
I know, but if you can, but are they gonna throw him into the fire like that? I don't know. They have options. If they can get
Shador,
Kirk
I think
for
Shador's
a
game.
Russ 2 point whatever he's making,
Yeah, we'll see.
just to be a bridge, let him sit, develop. I don't know.
Or be a backup or something. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Seems like they're
Yeah.
keeping their coach too. I don't know if I don't know why they would
Who, Raheem?
not keep their coach.
The Falcons?
Oh my bad. I was on the Titans.
Or are you talking about the Titans?
Forgot.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I think they might.
We'll
Yeah.
get there. We'll get there right now.
Uh,
Falcons, yeah.
Cowboys,
They're good.
Commanders. We'll skip Commanders. Let's do Cowboys.
Oh gosh.
We'll just do bad.
I'm with you, man.
Just bad. I don't really know what's gonna happen. I wouldn't say
let's
there's
do-
no hope though, because you guys do have Dak and you have good
Yeah.
players, and maybe I wouldn't say there's no hope, but we'll see. But it is bad.
Yeah, bad is perfect. Bad
Yeah.
is perfect for the Cowboys. Let's see what they got for the Cowboys. Let's see.
In Dallas. Okay. Saturday 9. Only
Oh,
3
man.
million under in the cap space. You pick 12th. Biggest offseason priority? Yes, of course. Mike McCarthy. Will Mike McCarthy
He's
return?
gonna come back. He's
Or
gonna
will
come
team
back.
owner Jordan Jones hire his 9th coach since 1989? McCarthy deserves praise for how the team played late in the season when injuries took away key players on both sides of the ball. What happened beforehand, however, has been reconciled. The offense took a major step back, down more than a touchdown per game in points, and McCarthy is a play caller, so that falls on him. Under the radar, offseason priority, keep Jordan Lewis. He is more than just a slot corner. In many ways, he's a heartbeat of the defense. He's unafraid, he can blitz off the edge and find the ball. His value, however, transcends the field. He prepares and works the right way and is on the defense. Yes. Okay, that's good.
He might want to get paid though. I don't know if he comes back because I feel like other teams are gonna want to pay him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's up to him.
Latest on whether they would resign Zach Martin. Martin underwent ankle surgery in December and is not locked to play again despite his Hall of Fame resume. Dallas is slow rebuilding its offensive line and could move on from him. It also faces a big decision with defensive end Marcus Lawrence, who will be a free agent. Draft outlook: Dallas needs playmakers, plain and simple. Every offensive skill position is on the table. That running back Rico Dowdle is hitting free agency. The regression of tight end Jake Ferguson and the desperate need for a wide receiver opposite of CD Lamb. Picking in the top 15 might be too early for Boise State running back Ashton Jeanty, but he should be in strong consideration for
Early?
the Cowboys alongside Missouri receiver Luther Burden III and Penn State tight end Tyler Warren. Despite some public consternation between edge rusher Michael Parsons and the Cowboys brass, an extension will get done in this offseason, and it will be the biggest one defensive player has ever seen. Nick Bosa got 170 over 5 years. Parsons will get 175 over the same length, along with 125 million total guaranteed money to exceed Bosa's 122.5 million figure. Parsons has been league's best defender when on the field this season. He deserves every penny. That is objectively true. Yeah, so that'll be good.
Man. Yeah, bad is
Yeah.
a perfect place.
It's just
for the
bad. We gotta
Cowboys,
see.
bro.
I mean, so until what you have? Okay, so what's the timeline? So at what time? Like at what time do you feel like if you pass that time and Mike McCarthy's not fired yet, he's not getting fired? Like Monday night, like Monday, what Dallas time, like 8 p.m. You're like, it's already Monday, 8 p.m. in Dallas. Like he's not fired yet. He's probably not getting fired. You know what I mean? Because like, why would you wait? You know what I mean?
Here's the thing: his contract is up. So I
His
think
contract is up.
Yeah, he's not even
So
under
he's
contract.
technically fired. Or not technically
Yeah,
fired,
so
but his
I
shit's
think-
technically over. He's not employed.
Dude, that's
technically.
the route. That's the route Jerry's gonna go. It's not gonna be we're gonna fire or part ways. We're just not gonna bring him back. We're just not gonna give him a new deal. It's gonna be one of those.
Okay, so then that's fine. So
So-
then when are they announcing like we're looking? I don't know.
That's a great question.
I just
man.
need to.
That's-
I just need Jerry to give some kind of hint that McCarthy's not coming back. That's all.
before Wednesday.
More
you
than
can guarantee
more
it
than
before
this.
Wednesday, bro.
Oh, not this one.
and
Cowboys
then you
Jones
get-
praises McCarthy, won't commit to future role. I don't know that I am considering making a change is really what I'm trying to say. I don't know that I am considering making a change is really what I'm trying to say. Mike's one of the best coaches that I think there is, Jones said. He was made the coach here because I thought that, and he's done absolutely nothing to diminish my opinion of him as a coach. Absolutely, I have a lot invested here, and the Cowboys have a lot invested in me. McCarthy said, and then there's the potential side to all these decisions that they all point to the right direction. I think anytime you invest your time, energy, shut the fuck, whatever. Anyway, yeah. So like, I just need there to be some kind of
I sent you something on Twitter. I really don't have much to say about this coaching thing because it's really unpredictable having a owner like Jerry Jones. But I'm not mad. Perfect world. I'm not mad at a Gruden.
Cowboys owner Jerry
Gruden
Jones on
owner.
105.3 The Fan when asked about John Gruden. I don't have any comment there at all. John is a friend, and let's leave it at that. All right.
I think Jerry wants a splash. This would be an insane splash, ideally. And
Yeah.
you keep Mike Zimmer
Uh-huh.
because I like the way the defense played these last few weeks. The fact that these guys were able to battle at least. I do respect since Micah came back, and Micah plays a big part in that as well.
Yeah.
But dude, I mean that would be nuts. That's the perfect world to me in my brain. That right there, Gruden coming in.
All right.
And
Well,
So,
what I
but
will
there's
say,
a lot of stuff, player personnel wise, that we need to figure out.
what I
bro.
will say is that you are doing your part. Foster Moreau, Derek Carr, and Jake Haener in time to play the Bucks. Me asking Carr why he checked out of 200 Jet Vegas in 2018 against Arizona. If you go into the replies, you are right here. Get your ass in Dallas and save this team, please. But we can never say that you don't care.
Hey.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely cannot.
You're doing your part. So, yeah.
Have to. Hey,
yeah.
he loves Dak too. Let's keep that in mind.
He does
Early in the
love Dak.
season when he was healthy and he was doing those Gruden breakdowns,
Yeah.
when Dak was playing, dude, he gassed Dak each and every single time he did a Cowboy breakdown. So
Yeah.
let's just leave
Dak
that
is
there.
easy to love. And like for
Let's leave
especially
that
someone
there.
for Gruden, someone like Gruden, like an offensive guy like Gruden.
Mhm.
This is what they have for you so far. They have Gene T, 12th, Trey Harris, 44th from Ole Miss, and then a safety, Xavier Watts from Notre Dame.
I'm not mad at that.
Well, that's what they got so far. I think the rest is still loading.
We still need a offensive line
Yeah.
help.
Sure.
It's diminishing quickly.
Bears, Packers. That is Chicago. Okay, so this one's easy. Offensive priority, hire a coach, of course. With several big names on Chicago's radar. Oh wait, hold on. So they have 74 million in cap space. They were 5-12, and they picked 10th. Several big names of Chicago's headlined by Detroit's offensive coordinator Ben Johnson. The Bears can't afford to play small when it comes to this hire. I just don't see how do you go from Ben Johnson? But I guess it was never a rivalry because the Lions were always ass. But do you feel like a little bit of like unloyalty from going from Lions to Bears? I don't know. I feel like that's never really held anybody back in the past, but I don't know. Especially with when you're working for a guy like Dan Campbell, who's like so like this is like it's so family oriented, like this type. You know what I mean? It's like I don't even know how to explain it, but it's so personal. You're like so in a good way.
Personal is the way to put it right there.
So I would feel like I don't know, but I do see that a lot. Bring back nickel corner Kyler Gordon, who is eligible. Okay, yeah. So that guy. Let us know whether the re-sign guard. Okay, so yeah. So these things, whatever. Draft outlook: the Bears' focus should fall on the offensive and defensive lines, and they own Carolina's second-round pick to help them. It's unlikely they'll draft an interior offensive lineman in the top 10, but they could trade a defensive tackle they could target a defensive tackle or defensive end, such as Penn State's Abdul Carter, then double dip on the offensive line in round 2 with Alabama's Tyler Booker and Georgia's Jared Wilson. That'd be nice. As Matt just wrote, the Bears need immediate offensive line help in the worst way, and I predict that they will be the team that makes the first offensive lineman off the board in April's draft. Will Campbell LSU would be a great choice for them. He might be an NFL-ready left tackle or excellent guard. Think Peter Skoronowski from the 2023 class. Yeah, so great for the Bears. I'll say bad because they fired Eberflus, and at least we know for a fact. So there's no hope. They're not. Caleb's still on a rookie contract. He's in a second year, so that's you're not paying a shit.
They have money to spend.
They have money to spend. I mean,
How about a T. Higgins in Chicago?
There you go.
Mm.
Let's say they do bring in Ben Johnson. Let's say they do get T. Higgins. You know, let's say they hit on
Who's their running back?
Swift.
Swift, right?
Yeah,
I mean, he's
let's
okay.
say they pick up like a 5th round running back that pops off, some Isaiah Pacheco type guy, or whatever.
I'm not mad at that.
I don't know. There's light at the end of the tunnel here. And then Packers are in the playoffs, so we don't do them. Jaguars, Colts. I don't really want to talk about these two teams because I hate them both.
Doug Peterson's gonna be out of there. Has to.
Yeah. So this is another one. What? So Monday 9 p.m. If he's not fired,
has to be, bro.
If he's not fired, that's gonna be weird. But I guess there is hope, right?
When you have Trevor Lawrence, at least the franchise quarterback,
that's
you
fine.
gotta have.
You're
hope.
just bad. Jaguars are just bad, but they can make it work. I think there's. Let's see.
Now the Colts.
Where are we? Jacksonville, right? Okay.
Let's go Jacksonville.
4-13, $20 million in cap space. They pick 5th. Yeah. So they just need a. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence back on track. That's true. Fix the safety problem. Yeah, there's San Francisco. Okay, Jacksonville should be all in on improving the defense with an early draft pick. Colorado's Travis Hunter is a unique target here thanks to his ability to not only play cornerback, he had 4 interceptions this season, but he's also help out wide receiver, filling a crucial hole on defense while assisting Lawrence is a win-win proposition. I'm
not mad at that, man.
Yeah, that would be cool. The thing is like, how many snaps does he play on each one?
Good point, man.
It's not the same.
How do you manage that?
Yeah, how do you manage that? Do you say like he's mostly a receiver, but he'll be like cornerback number 6, I guess, or 5? I don't know.
I think the vice versa, bro.
He's a better.
He's gonna be corner. He's a corner first.
But it makes more sense to be a receiver because you make more money that way.
True, but he plays both, so he'll probably make the same anyway. Solo.
Yeah, I don't know how that works, but I am interested to see how that works out. Big predictions for the offseason. I expect at least one of the receivers, Christian Kirk and tight end Evan Ingram, to be traded or cut this season to make room for younger pass catchers, Parker Washington and Brenton Strange. With a top 5 pick in April's draft, the Jaguars are a great candidate to take first pass catcher off the board, whether that's Luther Burden or Tatoria McMillan. Oh, well, let's look at why are we playing game? Look at the draft. Yeah, they have them taking, Tankathon has them taking a defensive lineman. I mean, Travis Hunter is probably going to go top 3. So we'll see. And then now we do Colts.
Colts might be no hope, bro.
Yeah. I mean, they did. Okay. I mean, they were like just on the outside looking into the playoffs, but that's the Colts have to decide what is time to course correction. They have retained general manager Chris Ballard for 8 seasons and the core of this roster for multiple seasons, and they had led 1 playoff appearance and no postseason victories in the past 5 years. Many of the questions about this team predate coach Shane Steichen and quarterback Anthony Richardson, so reevaluation of the talent level and the team's roster building philosophy seems in order. Yeah, so they need to focus on defense as far as under the radar.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they need to focus on that. Draft outlook. Richardson's development hasn't gone as planned, but drafting a safety blanket tight end could aid the second-year quarterback. Penn State's Tyler Warren is the best tight end in the 2025 class, and his 30 first down catches this season were the most among FBS tight ends. His alignment versatility allows him to be a pass catcher from various spots and formations. He's also a physical run blocker. Prediction for the offseason. Figuring out whether the Colts will get up this offseason is tricky, but I wouldn't be surprised if the locker room drama of 2024 leads to a surprising veteran trade. Could guard Quentin Nelson be dealt for a first-round pick, even entering his age 29 season? It's possible. Safety Kenny Moore, second. There's another player who could call about if the Colts bring in new brass and bring in a teardown and rebuild. Yeah, I would say no hope, but we'll see because we don't know if the GM is getting fired, and a lot of people shit on the GM.
He should be fired.
And if he doesn't, I feel like you would feel more no hope. No, we'll see. But as of right now, he's not fired. And I feel like Shane Steichen should probably have a safe job. That's just me, because last year they went to the playoffs.
I agree.
Gardner Minshew.
I agree.
And I feel like he was doing his best as far as Anthony Richardson. But we'll see.
It's a no hope, but we'll see because of the quarterback spot too. We don't know what Anthony Richardson is, bro.
We just don't know what their plans are.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody gun in your head could have like a convincing answer for what they're gonna do. So yeah, that's a good one. We did that right. Bills, Patriots. I mean, bad.
Let's just say it right now, bro. Let's just announce it right now. Mike Vrabel, the new coach.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I said bad. They're trending up.
Yeah, trending up. I'm with you.
They're getting
on that.
Vrabel. You're right. They're 100% getting
And
Vrabel.
they got the fourth pick?
Yeah.
Yeah. They got money to spend too. T. Higgins might end up over there.
I wonder if they're live right now. Streamed 1 hour ago.
Yeah, and the Minnesota fans for 3-4 hours
Who definitely should have kicked the.
I've watched them all year, and then they see I
Can't be flexed out, Pittsburgh, right? We checked.
had a bye week since playing Minnesota and that stuff. Playoff team for you.
Well,
It's
right now,
probably-
just the way they're playing.
prob-
The top comment. Can't wait for Drake May to become an athletic Mac Jones. I wanted to see his reaction. I want to know his reaction to
It's gotta be soon
Next year,
right there.
what the best decision is. You know what? I'll let Harry do it. And but now we're back to us.
So it's a staring contest. So like
Yeah.
maybe I don't know. You know, it wasn't like you started everybody. You were throwing bombs every play. It was just a weird game where both
Well,
teams.
Joe
weren't
Milton was
trying.
great. And
Oh,
by
here
the
we
way,
go. See, we're
kudos
here.
Oh,
to Joe Milton.
It was just a
Yeah.
maybe
Ball. All right, gotta get the Bills wanting
Play Drake May.
Trubisky. Trubisky's
Yeah.
Bills play doesn't have the worst. Hiring a GM, not spending money, and this was the worst. This was that game, and they didn't. Some people were like, "Do you think he fired Mayo
Oh, here we go.
staff in the front up?" Well, you
Love it.
The power.
Okay.
Exactly.
They didn't do it in the last 2 weeks. In the NBA, it's as easy as checking in at the scorer's table. This is different. It's just different. It just is. in the
But you
NFL.
just laid out exactly what the problem was. You need to have the players, the coaching staff in the front up. Well, the players are going to do whatever they're trying.
They're always going to play. They're
need
not
the
going to do whatever.
coaching.
They're always going to try. Yeah.
You need the coach, the front office, and the owners all to
Right.
be on the same page.
Yeah.
And when they're not,
And it's
on
hard
the same
for the
page,
NFL. Guys
dumb
want to.
shit like today happens
Yep.
because you
Mhm.
have coaches who have different motivations for what's best for those 3 hours than the front office and the owners. And so some people are like, "Do you think he fired Mayo because they were supposed to lose that game and they didn't?" I think they knew they were firing him
Weeks ago.
the whole week.
Yeah.
They had like this long statement ready, an hour and a half after the game.
Yeah.
But this is
For real.
this is what the whole year has been like, dating back to the Apple Doc, dating back to this process of hiring a coach that was never a coordinator before, not really hiring a GM, not spending money. And this was the worst team in the league that somehow doesn't have the worst pick.
But take me through it.
Go
What's
figure that
involved
out.
in losing today? Like the Bills play Josh Allen one play, right? Or one series, whatever.
So the Bills
and you
bring in
play Drake May.
Trubisky. Trubisky's
Yeah.
like actually pretty good. And they're like, all right, got to get the Bills wanted us to win. They bring in Mike White and they're just handing
Right.
the ball up over the middle so they can give the ball back to us.
So it's a staring contest. So like
Yeah.
maybe I don't know. You know, it wasn't like you started everybody. You were throwing bombs every play. It was just a weird game where both
Well,
teams.
Joe
weren't
Milton was
trying.
great. And by the way, kudos to Joe Milton. He was awesome. This was his one chance to shine.
Yeah, he's your guy.
And he
That's
was
it.
really good. But this is really why you need a fourth quarterback. This is where you need a Bailey Zappi.
You need a fourth.
You need
I
a
mean, I
Nathan
guess you could just
Peterman.
take a knee. You could take a knee every play, but whatever.
Well, but this
I
is
don't
when
know.
the offensive coordinator's not on the same page. And it's like, can you just keep handing
they-
the ball off? And
But
have-
even for that, like there were for Joe Milton plays that I was seeing the highlights of. He's like fucking
Dude, he looks
extending
nuts.
plays. It's like
yes.
the
And
I feel
throwing
like
missiles.
the play was probably like a stick where it's like one guy goes long and the other guy does a slant, and he was
Yeah.
just fucking keeping
guys
the play
running through
alive.
the middle of the line. Can we just keep doing that for a while?
Week
and-
18
and-
sucks. Let's just say that.
Yeah,
We could
week
just
18 does
agree to
suck.
that.
And every
Just
year
because
I'm like,
that
I'm
is-
never betting on this again. And then I bet on it. I had Buffalo. I also had Houston because
Yeah, that guy's an idiot. Anyway, so Yeah. See, I think,
Miracle
and this guy has
football.
connects. I feel like, Bill's big enough to he knows things, but he doesn't act like he knows. So fuck, they didn't bring up Brave.
I loved Houston. You lost your wise wager.
Yeah.
I'm ju-
Warm
yeah,
body
you got-
experience. We're used to the 1 p.m. of a high game time.
You still live
You and spends like the playoffs already. This sucks.
Who is the Bailey Zappi? Down from the first to the fourth in return. Do that.
I-
Yeah.
Man.
One thing I was thinking, Kevin O'Connell, Tomlin, both are coach. But I was looking at the coaches.
Oh, whatever. Oh, here we go. Oh, no. I'm gonna just Google Vrabel, see what happens. I'm hoping that someone will. CBS Sports. Mike Vrabel interviewed with Jets to put pressure on Patriots.
Dude,
Could
that
be
makes
eyeing
the
moves in-
most sense of all time. Like Vrabel for sure did that on purpose, making sure that gets out.
Yeah, he's going there. I don't know why we're
Dude,
even.
that's a lock. That's a lock, bro.
FanDuel.
But that, like I said, bro, why not just sign him before this year?
Yeah, because they're
Why?
fucking stupid. Because coaches are fucking, or owners are fucking
Homie
stupid.
was a consultant for the Browns this year, bro.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Why not just get him? Yeah,
Mike
it's nuts, man.
Vrabel. Higher odds. Oh, come on. Give me the fucking odds. There we go. Mike Vrabel next team odds. As of, oh my gosh, from like a month ago. Or 2 months ago. Whatever, fuck it. Yeah.
To be Panthers?
No, that was from 11 months ago. Yeah, anyway, so they're trending up. They got, let's see what they got here for us.
Man.
Any 4 and 13, 95.5 million, fourth pick, fixed the offensive line. Yes, that's obvious. Tweak defense scheme, yeah. Latest on whether they will resign Jonathan Jones, the Patriots free agent class, yeah. Yeah, so they're gonna draft offensive lineman. That's kind of obvious. After trying and failing in the T. Higgins market, the Patriots will put together a solid trade for a veteran receiver. DK Metcalf and DJ Moore are the two names that make the most sense. The Patriots won't mind sending away draft capital for immediate contributors, as they plan to trade out of number 4 overall pick anyway. They always do that. So they are trading back. I do believe that, but let's just hope that they trade back and don't bust on their picks, you know. But whatever, they're trending up. They're trending up because they're signing Vrabel, and that'll calm the
And they
waters.
have a QB that looks nice.
Yeah, and Drake May is pretty
So.
good. Giants, Eagles, Giants.
Wow.
So they are currently outside of the. I don't know. I'm gonna say no hope, but we'll see. Because I don't know if Shador's going there, if he's forcing his way there, how they're gonna work it out. But you would like to be number 1 overall pick, so you don't have to give up draft capital to move up 2 spots or 1 spot.
Mm-hmm.
And
Question mark with the Brave Brian Dable.
Yeah.
We'll see, man.
No one else has been fired, right?
I don't believe so.
Just head coaches fired.
Let me refresh my.
Only Gerard
Twitter
Mayo, right?
page. I believe so.
Black Monday. I mean, tomorrow's when they get fired. Most of the time, but whatever. So yeah, well, no hope, but we'll see. Let's see what ESPN got for us. Biggest priority, address the quarterback position. That's obvious. We knew that already. Yeah, they got to figure out their defensive line stuff. Yes. Draft outlook. The Giants need to find their franchise quarterback, and Miami's Cam Ward is the best fit in Coach Dayball's scheme. Ward's appetite for big plays will need to be managed in spots, but his downfield accuracy and aggression matches well with the Giants' offense. His 29 completions on passes of 20-plus air yards were the 6th most in FBS this season. big predictions for the offseason. The Giants aren't just desperate for a new quarterback. They are also desperate for a big offseason to win to wash the taste of the Saquon Barkley debacle out of their mouth. Whichever quarterback the Vikings don't commit to, either free agent to be Sam Darnold or injured rookie J.J. McCarthy, will end up in New York and be the starting quarterback in 2025. See, but like Darnold makes sense because he has a big arm. Because you just said that Cam Ward has a big arm, and that fits the scheme. J.J. McCarthy doesn't have that. J.J. McCarthy has the same specs as Daniel Jones does. You know, like somewhat of a running quarterback. You know, he's very accurate within 15 yards. I mean, we read his thing like not that long ago, remember?
Yeah, no, he does have. I think JJ has a better arm though.
Yeah, probably. But still, I think Cam Ward would be fucking awesome just because it's also JJ's coming off an injury, you know? So I think Cam Ward would be cool. Sam Darnold would be cool, but I don't think Sam Darnold's going anywhere. And I think JJ's going to get traded to like, I don't know where he's going. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, no hope, but we'll see. For the Giants, Eagles are in the playoffs. Saints, Bucks. Same for Saints. See what they have for them. I mean, lame duck head coach. Who's gonna take that job? 5-12, negative 68 million. And who do they really have that's putting them at such a fucking price point? You know what I mean? It's just they stay.
They're old defensive players. Cam
Yeah.
Jordan. Who is Matthews?
Let's see if I can.
Tyrann Mathieu. Who else?
Let's start with a game.
Mario Davis. Yeah.
Yes, here we go. Please tell me it's like I think it is.
Welcome back
That's kind of
to the
what
Mina
it
Kime Show featuring Lenny, the only NFL podcast where one of the hosts saw the ball drop last night. And
Forks up.
congratulations to Texas. The Saints. I'm up for the Saints. I just wrote the defense got old and you didn't have enough young players rise up, which is, I mean, obviously the quarterback position,
Fair
you know,
enough.
Derek Carr's hurt, you're rolling out Spencer Rattler, there's issues with the offensive line, all of that. But like this defense week after week, it's not just that they're old, like they look old.
And they sent
Like,
away
right?
Matt.
Just- they look slow, they're missing tackles, they're
Matt
not getting
Lattimore?
enough
Lattimore.
pass rush.
Yep,
It was all
yep,
very
yep.
predictable.
That's right.
Who
But
was
I
their
think what's
youngest
so
guy?
disappointing is like the young rushers you've drafted in early rounds just haven't panned out. I actually liked Brian Bresee the year before, but he really took a step back this year, not getting anything out of Turner, Foskey. They made bad decisions too, like with the guys they've let walk, Caden Ellis, Zach Bond. I mean, that's crazy.
Mhm.
This is one where like we talked about Trent Baalke. Like Mickey Loomis. Dude.
No.
They have to move on.
He's
But
immortal.
they won't.
Yeah.
He's
Isn't-
immortal. But like
isn't the whole thing that,
listen to
like,
what I
he
just
basically
said.
owns
Even
the
the
team?
less I know. But what I just said, like the
That's
first
the
round
GM, I
picks
believe.
from
Mhm.
previous years. And then the guys they've let walk. He's made so many. Forget the weird ways they manage the cap and all the kicking they can. Just look at the players, right? Like he has chosen poorly.
Their last few years, man. The 2023 draft is Brian Bresee into Isaiah Foskey into Kendra Miller, who like Dennis Allen kind of hated Kendra Miller for some reason,
Yeah,
but
that
still,
was a
you
great
know.
bit. Yeah.
This past year was Talise Fuaga and Kool-Aid McKinstry, and then obviously they had no previous
Better.
round picks, right?
I
Whatever.
think better.
The Chris Olave 2022 first overall pick is great, but behind it is Trevor Penning and Alontae Taylor. Before that, Peyton Turner, Pete Werner was good, Paulson Adebo. Like, yeah, it's not an overwhelming list of success at draft capital, but like if you can't ever do mid-tier free agents, which they can't because of the way they manage the cap, then you can never plug the gaps that you don't know you have, right? When you draft, like, all right, you know, this guy will step in for that guy after next year,
Yeah.
whatever. But at some point, it's like, oh shoot, we need a guard, and we don't have a guard in the hopper. Well, when you do not have mid-tier free agent money, that guard becomes Lucas Patrick, and that's not where you want to be as a team, right? That's you can't cycle in NFL caliber bodies to immediately plug your short-term gaps the way that you need to when you decide to run your team like this. And you know, it was defensible for a period of time, and then it became indefensible, and then it became absurd, and now it's just otherworldly what they've done with their money at this point.
So in the past, it was okay because you had Drew Brees and you were winning games, and you know, it was working out when Alvin Kamara was, panning out and you're like making the playoffs. But now that you suck, and like he's saying, now that they kicked the can down the road with this cap shit and they can't sign anybody in the mid section, in the mid level. I feel like it's gonna fuck them over for a while. So we're gonna do no hope, but we'll see. Because I don't know who's taking that job, and I don't like their draft position. Like they're literally 9th, and I don't. There's no good quarter. There's a 2 quarterback. It's a 2 quarterback draft. They're 9th. Maybe. Let's see what they got. Maybe they'll land someone else. Yeah, they don't have any quarterbacks in here. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. The Saints are probably gonna suck for a while. They're gonna be back to being ass. And I don't remember this year since like Breeze retired. These are like the few years that I remember the Saints like consistently sucking, and I think it's gonna be like that for a while now.
Yeah.
Because like when I started watching football was when Breeze got traded to the Saints. And that fucking, carried them for forever. So we'll see what happens with them. And did I already read this? I did. So I mean, they got like. There are a few inevitable dominoes to fall on the Saints' impending cap recovery, including the potential retirement of right tackle Rominski and edge rusher Cameron Jordan at the restructuring of Carr's deal. I'm not sure what exactly happens with Taysom Hill, the 35-year-old do-it-all playmaker who is due to hit the 2025 cap of $18 million next year, which will be the 4th biggest tight end cap hit in football. I expect the Saints to try to trade him to the Broncos, as nobody else would really be interested, while modifying his contract to create cap relief. I mean, yeah, he's fucking Sean Payton's guy, but yeah, so that's that. And then Bucks made the playoffs, so we could hold on to them. Titans got the number 1 pick. 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 3-14, $53 million in cap space, the number 1 overall pick. Find a quarterback who can execute Brian Callahan's offense without the costly turnovers. Mason Rudolph and Will Levis have been intercepted 21 times, more than any quarterback combination in the league. Their erratic play has made it difficult to be consistent on offense. The organization is planning to build around Levis to get a full evaluation worked, but has unable to show he should be at the future of the position. Tennessee needs a difference maker under center. I mean, all of this is a moot point. This last thing, biggest prediction. With a clearly net quarterback at number 1 overall pick in hand, the Titans now have to play a full, careful game to seem interested in this quarterback's class, but still willing to trade back in a bad class. I predict Tennessee will sign a veteran quarterback Sam Darnold, Aaron Rodgers, and eventually deal away the top pick. That's crazy. So if that does happen,
There's no way they do that, bro. You cannot do that.
I mean, what if Shador doesn't want to go? And what if they feel like Cam Ward isn't the answer?
And then you're gonna have to take a chance on Cam Ward, bro. Because
Yeah.
whoever they thought Malik Willis was gonna be, and whoever they thought Will Levis was gonna be, they were wrong. So maybe they should go against what they think.
Yeah.
This time. Yeah.
I mean, teams like to trade back when they feel like they don't know what to do. And Callahan, I've like heard people talk about how he's like not gonna really. I think he would rather have like a veteran quarterback. But there's no way you're strong holding Sam Darnold, and why would you take Aaron Rodgers? But who knows?
Yeah. But Aaron Rodgers, we'll get to it, but he's not playing, bro.
Yeah, I think he's retiring too.
He's
So I'll say
I think he's
bad
done.
or no hope. Bad. They have the number 1 overall pick. I can't feel too bad for them. They got the number 1 overall pick. That gives you a lot of power. Tigers in the playoffs. Niners, Cardinals. Oh wow, Cardinals freaking killed them. Cardinals. They're gonna run it back with Murray. They need to figure it out on defense. So they're 7-9, 71 million in cap space. 16 draft pick. I'm going to just read the prediction because these other shit done. In the 3rd year of the Jonathan Gannon, Monty of Austin Ford era, A playoff berth is desperately needed, so the Cardinals will start getting aggressive with their cap space. They will add both Josh Sweat and an old friend of Gannon's from his Eagles days. Also, Odigashwa to a defensive line sorely in need of immediate contributors. Yeah, I mean they just gotta sign people. They gotta sign people. They're running it back with Murray, and we'll just see how that goes. But I mean they were at the cusp, and looks like maybe the Niners won't recover. So I mean I'll say it's trending up.
Literally.
Yeah. I'll say that one's trending up just because they were at the cusp this year, and maybe having a whole year of Harrison Jr. will help them out, but we'll see. The Niners are just bad, but they just need to get healthy. And I don't really feel too bad for them. It's their Super Bowl hangover. So we'll just say bad for the Niners.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really feel too bad for them, like I said. Chiefs, Broncos, 2 playoff teams. We'll skip that. Seahawks, Rams, Seahawks. Also same bad. I mean, you were in a hard division. It wasn't even a hard division, but you were just in a division where everybody had each other's number. Yeah, everybody had everybody's number. I mean, Mike McDonald coming in. They just need to work on their offensive line because their offensive line is ass.
Horrible, yeah.
But I feel like if they can draft a skill position player that works out or something too, because I feel like their weapons aren't bad.
I think they will take a chance on a Milroe in the second round type guy.
I'm sure they'll end up with a backup quarterback because Geno is already getting up there in age, and we'll see. I would be surprised if they moved on from Geno though, but yeah. So that's that. Chargers, Raiders. We could just do Raiders real quick. Raiders. No hope, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Let's see if Antonio Pierce survives Black Monday. That's what I want to know.
What are your thoughts as a fan?
I mean, it depends on what the options are. It's if we're obviously not going to get Vrabel, what else is there to get? He won these 2 games, like they were talking about earlier. We're at the clip we're watching earlier. It's hard to tell dudes not to win games. I think everything that's happened in the past since John Gruden got fired, it's been such a carousel of like people getting fired and coming in and coming out. It wouldn't make sense to fire because there's no way Belichick comes out of the UNC job, right?
Absolutely not.
So what's the point of firing AP at this point? There's no value in it because you're not going to get Vrabel. Who else is available? Pete Carroll? I mean, I don't know if he wants to coach, but there's a lot of vacancies.
Rumor was Pete Carroll had some interest in that
Bears.
Cincinnati or Chicago
Coaching.
job. So
Raider rumors. Antonio Pierce haven't gotten any guarantees on future.
they need a offensive coach though, man. I mean, OC.
Yeah, they need to make some.
They need a coordinator.
I mean, I guess we're running it back with O'Connell.
Hey, what did he injure? What did he get? What did he hurt?
Did he get injured today?
No, I thought he's been hurt.
No, he played today.
Oh, okay then. Never mind.
Knee injuries are far less severe than it initially appeared, and MRI confirmed Monday that quarterback. This was back then. That was like December 9th.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I guess they're running it back with him. I mean, let's see what ESPN is saying. Yeah, so figure out the quarterback situation. A year after 6 quarterbacks were taken in the first 12 selections of the draft. The Raiders picked 13th and landed with Brock Bowers. Las Vegas might again be in the market for a franchise passer. Alas, a late season winning streak knocked the franchise from a clear path to number 1 selection, and presumably Shedeur Sanders. But might the efficient play of Aiden O'Connell make the point moot enough that the Raiders choose to simply build around him? Coach AP Antonio Pierce said he believes O'Connell will be a starting NFL quarterback, but when and for whom? Under the radar, yeah, so I mean we need to figure out our defense. Yes. Yeah, Mulrig is fucking sick. Yeah, we should re-sign him. Draft outlook, it feels like quarterback or bust for the Raiders after missing out on all 6 first-round quarterbacks last year. Miami's Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders are the only quarterbacks with first-round projections, and the Raiders' late season wins might have dropped them out of the mix for both. If a quarterback can be had in the draft, a top-tier wide receiver, Teoria McMillan, would boost an offense that has struggled to score this season. Big predictions for the offseason. The Raiders will almost certainly have another camp quarterback battle this offseason, but between who? I predict they'll trade Gardner Minshew to a team that needs a veteran, opening the competition between Aiden O'Connell and our rookie early draft pick, either Sanders or Ward. It's a bad quarterback class, but the Raiders are so desperate, I could see them trading up to be the team that takes the first passer off the board. Wow.
Who do you trade, though? Max? Are you trading
No,
Max?
just picks. I mean, we're only moving a couple spots up. Here, look, if we go back, this is a very short clip.
Find the lowest priced health plans.
They think he's
at
going to get fired.
healthforcalifornia.com.
They think AP's getting fired.
Get a quote.
Next.
Yeah, my next team is the Raiders. Current 4-12, currently 8th overall in the draft position. I mean, like, what was supposed to go good? Right? What was hightail outcome here? Right? What was ceiling outcome?
I thought the defense would be better. I think that was probably the biggest disappointment.
Defense, Patrick Graham have some strength. Gardner Minshew is a steady veteran
the defense
quarterback
wasn't picked as
presence.
offense, wasn't it?
Antonio Pierce keeps the team galvanized. Devontae Adams stays here and wants to play and whatever. I think that probably what went worst is the Pierce thing, right? We're just like without the interim bump. The bad game manager stuff, which we already knew about, becomes a lot more glaring.
Yeah.
The idea was he was a player's coach and could really get the guys going. And like,
True.
There was a lot of frustration with personnel, right? His kind of the way
He'll
he's
learn
handled
from
the
it.
quarterback situation has been like, well, all my guys are bad. Like, it's not been the Devontae Adams, hamstring injury into leaving thing. Like maybe Devontae was always going to leave, but also like he wasn't able to solve that problem. And so you just don't really have the juice necessarily at head coach that you were hoping to have when you brought a guy like Pierce. And I think that trickles down into like a defense that probably could have performed better, but just was kind of sick and tired of playing, bad football and being constantly put into bad drives and bad field position by bad offense. Like there's kind of a cascading effect there. So with the Raiders, it's bleak, but it's been bleak there for a bit.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Think they'll probably move on this offseason. Hard for me to
And get who?
I don't know. Mina's
imagine
firing
him
everybody, though.
surviving
I listen to this
because of
podcast.
all the
She's
reasons
firing
that you
all the
outlined,
GMs and all
right?
the
Like there's
coaches.
bad teams and there's bad teams who are
So-
also clearly making coaching and game management mistakes.
I mean, I
week
do
after
think he
week.
was making.
How do you say
game
fire
management.
somebody
See
and
what they do
not
at the
have
quarterback
like an
positions,
answer?
obviously, you hit Bowers picks unbelievable. You've got some good young
I
players
mean,
on both sides of the
there
ball. I
isn't.
do believe. So
There
it's an
isn't.
interesting.
I mean,
Exactly. So how do you just jump to
destination.
fire homeboy?
because
But
I think she's just working off the fact that it's fucking Mark Davis, and that motherfucker loves firing motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
fair enough.
But
Fair enough. But you guys got money to spend too. Clearly. I mean,
yeah. I mean,
how about a T Higgins in
No, but-
Oakland in Vegas?
I mean, I like this trading up thing. I mean, I don't know. Who knows? We could always move picks again. That's
But
what,
let's just say Tennessee really likes Cam Ward or
let's say
Shedeur.
there could
Bro,
be
that asking
swindling
price-
going on here. There's swindling going on here. You know what I mean? But fuck, we're 6th. I keep thinking we're like 4th. I don't know.
Like maybe you can finesse Cleveland to get you that 2 pick, maybe,
Yeah.
and
We-
you get either one of them. But
Like we're only moving up 4
what are you gonna
spots,
get?
and we take Cam or we take Shedeur, whoever Tennessee doesn't take, or maybe Shedeur, or I don't know what, or maybe Shedeur's like I want to go to the Raiders, or I don't know.
True. I mean that's possible too. But he's got Giants cleats in his bowl game.
Yeah, that's
We didn't talk about that too.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Regardless, it's I think she's right though. Like the AP game management shit was pretty bad. But again, like a lot of it's not really his fault either. It's fucking the offense was so ass. I think they should have just played O'Connell from the beginning and just let him, he
Try
was
to let him develop.
yeah, I mean he's played pretty good. I mean he's not the worst, you know.
No, for sure, yeah.
And who cares? Just run it back with AP. Maybe they all know, you know, all the big wigs at fucking Raiders can't understand that like this next year's probably also gonna be bleak. But fucking get Archie Manning, dog. Fuck it. I don't know. But no hope, but we'll see. All I know is that next season it's gonna suck again, probably, most likely. So I'm not too excited about that. Especially if the Chiefs don't win the Super Bowl, they're gonna come back like. I mean, they were already they have 1 loss on the season, 2 losses on the season, 1 real loss on the season only, or 2 real losses, whatever it is. Yeah, we're getting it fucked. Chargers are only gonna get better. Like, yeah, I don't like moving on from AP either though, because there's no who else are you gonna hire? I don't know what the options are. But I don't know. I mean, it's just the thing is too is like I'm not too privy on what the options are either. You know what I mean? Like. Like maybe there's a college head coach that could possibly be a fit, you know.
But
I just don't know. I
but,
have
like-
no idea. Like, what if it's I don't know. How about we look it up? I mean, we are on the online, right? Potential NFL head coaches 2025. Right. Morning news 3 days ago. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of options. Shane Bowen from Giants defensive coordinator. Bills offensive coordinator Joe Brady. Bears offensive coordinator. No. This guy, Liam Cohen, I think his name was already tied to the Raiders. Right? We read that somewhere. I mean, there's Notre Dame head coach Marcus Freeman. I mean, there's names, you know. There's just this guy. No, I'm wrong. Sorry. The fucking defensive coordinator for the Vikings. There's like options, you know. I don't know. Top 8 rising stars. Ben Johnson. Brian Flores. Pete Carroll, Liam Cohen, Mike Vrabel, Todd Monken, offensive coordinator for the Ravens, Aaron Glenn, the defensive coordinator for the Lions, Joe Brady, offensive coordinator for the Bills. But I don't know. So bad. Dolphins, Jets, Dolphins. I say no hope, but we'll see.
No hope. No hope.
I don't know what's going on with Tua. Hill wants to bounce. It looked they were at once upon a time pretty high up in the draft, and were possibly like mock drafted to get Cam Ward.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows? We'll put them in no hope, but we'll see. Jets, same. Jets won enough games to be 7th. I mean, I don't know who they're gonna end up with. Aaron Rodgers is probably retire. Yeah, and those are all the teams. So we can go.
Yep.
You want to do something on Aaron Rodgers real quick or no? Is there even?
Nah,
anything
he's
on Aaron?
done.
Yeah,
He's done.
I don't really want to talk about him. All right. So let's go. Texans. Texans playoff down. Too many injuries. Too much weird shit going on with the offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a lost season, but it's not better than their season from last year.
Mm-mm. O-line looks like last year's O-line.
Yeah. So last year they at least had a playoff win, like albeit against a shit team. But who they kill? The Browns. But
Yeah.
this year it's not gonna. Oh no! Did I delete? Oh, no. Yeah. So they're playing the Chargers. They're playing the
Chargers are a
Chargers.
tough team, man.
It'll be a good game.
That's
I
the
hope.
number one defense. I believe that's the number one defense. That's a horrible matchup for the Texans.
Yeah, but I mean, hopefully the Texans defense can figure it out. Keep it close. I mean, I think that'll be a good game. I don't know. I'm not too sure, but I'm hoping for my viewing sake. But I'll do playoffs down. I don't think that'll be too good.
Agreed.
Should we just do AFC first?
Yeah.
then-
Skip it
So
like
the Texans are playing the Chargers. I'll do playoffs up, but I don't think they're in the Super Bowl mix. I just think they're probably going to beat the Texans.
Yeah. I agree.
And it's good, and this is good, and we should be excited for them. And we get to see Herbert in the playoffs. That'll be nice. That'll be fun.
I love it. Thank you, Jim Harbaugh, for
Yeah.
allowing us to see
and
Justin.
let's see. They're currently 25th. They have them taking Tyler Warren out of Penn
That'd be
State.
fire.
So yeah, some
love
more
that.
pass catches for Justin Herbert, please. That would be great. And then the other AFC team is Bills. A little graphic because I'm off my mind here.
Yeah.
Broncos Bills. So Broncos. I'm gonna say playoffs up because they weren't in the playoffs last year. They were ass. And just being in the playoffs is a good thing. And maybe, Bo Nix playoff minutes is good. So,
Nobody expected this. Let's be
Yeah.
honest, too.
yeah. I mean, Bo Nix
definitely-
fans will tell you since the preseason that he was going to take him to the Super Bowl, and technically that's still in play. But, yeah. No. I mean, this is good.
Definitely outdid himself.
Yeah.
Nobody saw
Sean
this
Payton,
right
too. I did not believe in Sean Payton, and he pulled it off. So, shout out to Sean Payton. Shout out to Bo Nix. Shout out to
The defense.
the defense.
Pat
Yes.
Surtain.
Pat Surtain and the motherfuckers they got on the defensive line. I don't know. Drawing a blank on their
Nick
names right now.
Benito. That's the only guy I know.
Yes, the freaking pick six
I
guy.
like Benito.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing the Bills, who I will put in the Super Bowl mix. I am very excited.
Agreed.
They are probably going to kill the
Agreed.
Broncos. But again, I mean, actually, I might put them as a juggernaut because I do feel
Home field advantage, too.
juggernaut for the Bills.
They're going to get 2 home games, too. So.
Yeah. So this is good.
Mhm.
Josh Allen, let's go. First Josh Allen MVP. Steelers next. Steelers, I'll say playoffs. I don't know how I feel about it. Down, right? Because it's like they've made the playoffs before, but they're in that same limbo, and I feel
They're
like
always. Yeah. Exactly what you just said, bro.
it's a limbo, and let me see if
They're always limping into the playoffs. That's what it is. They always look like crap going into the playoffs.
I'm just gonna pull up all the tweets on my phone.
I love it. Oh yes. Did the Drewski memes throughout the season? It was great.
Yeah.
Your O line was horrible. All 5 of them have Drewski on them. Face on them. I love
yeah,
it.
those are funny.
I love it.
Yeah. So I guess, yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I mean, I don't think they're gonna beat the Ravens, unfortunately.
Hell no.
So yeah, playoffs down. So I mean, as a Steeler fan, you get like, oh, we made the playoffs, but are you really that happy? It's like it's the same show over and over again.
Mhm.
And then the Chiefs, I'm gonna put them in juggernaut because obviously they're the Chiefs. They're like sacrificing virgins at the stake right now as we speak. So I mean, yeah.
Chiefs are the Chiefs, man. What
Chiefs
do you
are
want
the
me to say?
Chiefs. And then the last AFC team, the Ravens. I'll put them in a Super Bowl mix. I wouldn't say they're juggernauts because for some reason they just can't. I just don't trust them right now, or
Mhm.
they haven't given me enough to trust them. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I do think they can make the Super Bowl, and maybe have an upset. So we'll put them in the Super Bowl mix.
I'm with you on that. Mm-hmm.
Okay. The rest of these are NFC teams. Yes, they are. Okay. What's the lowest seed? Washington.
Green Bay.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And that's because they lost today,
Yeah.
and the
Packers are the
commies
second seed.
held on to the win.
All right, so Packers play the Eagles. Joe,
That's gonna be a fire matchup, Doug.
Jordan Love hurt his hand today. And
Ooh,
I couldn't
let's get an
feel
update
it
on
in.
that.
Let's
We
look.
need
Yeah.
that.
Jordan Love up and update. Come on, give me Packers wire. Okay. I was able to provide a positive update on elbow injury suffered by Jordan Love during Sunday's finale, but didn't have confidence in the outlook of Christian. Okay, well, that's Christian Watson is very important to the team too, though. So.
Yes.
He was good to go back in, LaFleur said. Love the hit on the elbow and throwing arm. I was having issues with feeling in his hand and gripping the football. The Packers believe he'll be good to go next weekend. Okay. He's going to be good. Okay, so that's good. But, yeah, so Watson's season appeared to be in serious jeopardy. He suffered a non-contact injury and needed to carted off to the locker room. Yeah, so that's not good. But, I mean, so the first play of the first game of the season in Brazil, and the first matchup in the playoffs will be Eagles Packers, so that's good. I mean, you know what? I'll say playoffs up because they have a chance to beat the Eagles.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna. I don't think I feel as good about it as like even because if I lose as the Packers lose, I don't feel as good about it after as I would if I was a Broncos or Chargers fan. So I'll put them third in this category. But
yeah, okay, I feel you.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Because last year they beat your team and then they almost beat the Niners. They almost beat the Niners.
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
So this year, who knows? The potential for this to be better has potential, but as of right now, it does not.
Again, a young team, bro. That's a young team.
Very young team.
So yeah, they're up.
Yeah, and LaFleur is, he's building something there, so that's fine.
He's a guy for
I'll
sure.
allow it. They are
6th seed is commies.
Commies playoffs up. I'll put them even in front of all these teams because
Absolutely
they are playing the Bucks.
That's winnable, dog.
That's a winnable game.
That's winnable.
And Jaden Daniels. When was the last? When was Commanders last? They were still the. Here we go. When they were still the 2020 playoff cards, so they lost. In 2020 playoffs, they lost to the Bucks. 2015 playoffs, they lost to the Packers, and then 2012. So yeah, this is their. Well, they haven't won a playoff game since 2005, damn near 20 years.
Against the Bucks too.
Against the Bucks.
I love it.
So yeah, I mean.
Love how that lines up.
Yeah.
That's winnable, bro.
A winnable game. Bucks. I mean, I will also I'll put them in front of the Packers. Maybe not as next to these because they have injuries.
I'm not mad at that. Yeah.
It's not. I don't know. There's just something about the team where you just know you're not winning the Super Bowl. But I mean, at least you're playing good, and you have Baker Mayfield who's playing good. That's always good.
Baker won my respect this year.
Yeah, Baker's for sure.
He won my respect.
Yeah.
Officially.
We'll always have this Baker season. I mean, he was fucking dealing today. He's been dealing all year, but just also because it was looking kind of shaky against the Saints, and he came through.
Yeah.
So, shout out to him. Rams are playing the Vikings
At home. I think this is gonna be a really good game, bro.
Playoffs down or playoffs up? Playoffs up.
Playoffs up, man. The way
Super Bowl mix?
Nah.
No? Okay. Yeah, the NFC stacked. Okay, so I'll put them here because it was a very hard division to get out of. And if they beat the Vikings especially, I think there will be rumblings of maybe, veteran quarterback. Sean McVay's been here before, he's done more with less. Maybe they can upset blah blah blah, this and the other. So I'll put them there. The Vikings, however, let's hold off on the Vikings. We'll talk about the only game that mattered today. And then the Eagles, I'll put them in Super Bowl mix. I won't put them in juggernaut.
Yeah.
Hey,
real quick. Give me your thoughts on
the Barkley
Saquon.
thing. Yes.
Saquon's not going.
I hate that, dude. Just let him get it. I understand the reason, but like, it's just I don't know. It's hard to. He already broke the record in 16 games, right? Which is kind of cool because I think most people break it in 16. I don't think anyone's broken it in 17. But to break the all-time record would have been tight. I know it's in an extra game. Or how does Saquon versus Dickerson. Here we go. Barkley enters Week 18 with 2,005 rush yards, needing 101 yards against the Giants, 3-13 to surpass Dickerson's record of 21-5. Set in 1984 with the Los Angeles Rams. Dickerson's mark will stand pat for 40 years, barring Baltimore Ravens running back Derrick Henry running wild as he is second in the NFL with. Okay, he's not gonna run 300 yards, 400 yards. How many did Dickerson do it though? How many fucking games?
16. I think it was a full 16.
40 years ago?
It had to be. Everyone keeps saying, "Oh well, Dickerson did it in 16. It wasn't gonna matter anyway."
Oh.
He had one extra game. They kept saying one extra game.
Oh, one extra game. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, I think it would have been cool to break it. Like these things are kind of cool in my head. I mean, it's already sick. Okay, so here he became just the 9th player in NFL history to rush for 2,000 yards, accomplishing the feat in Week 17 against the Dallas Cowboys. Barkley also became the very first 2,000-yard rusher to hit the milestone with his second NFL team.
That's nuts. I like that.
Yeah, I mean it's just because most players have done it in 16 or less, so like the 17th game is kind of
Asterisk.
Yeah, it's very
On it, for sure.
asterisk-y. But yeah, I would have liked him to break it. It would have been cool.
For sure.
But
I agree.
But I also but if he would have gotten hurt, I would have easily been on. I probably would have been on this exact same platform, being like, "How dare you play him? Who gives a fuck?"
On the timeline earlier, or
2016
yesterday.
is cool though. Yeah.
Zay Flowers got hurt in that Ravens game.
Yeah.
And all the timeline was saying, "Oh, we'll see Barkley. This is why." For all the people saying Barkley should play tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is why.
Yeah.
And Brown got hurt last year. What's his face?
AJ Brown.
AJ Brown got hurt in the last game of the season last year. Too. So that kind of plays a role too into the decision. You know what? Let's not risk that. But I get it. There's a record on the line, bro. I would have liked to seen him get it for sure.
Yeah. But in my opinion, getting 2016 is always cool. So, I mean, 2000. So that's already very cool. Because that's very hard to do. And again, OJ, 2014. 2014 is insane. Yeah, you're right, 16. So Dickerson, Barry Sanders, Terrell Davis, Jamal Lewis, Chris Johnson, Adrian Peterson, Derrick Henry, and now Saquon Barkley. And they're all on 16. So this is like the...
Fair enough. That's a nice list to be on, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn. I mean...
And if you were to do 17, like if someone does 17 in 17, they better at least get they better eclipse this by at least another 100 yards. You know what I mean?
True.
To be like, oh shit, that's sick. Because if you let's say Barkley got 2107 in 17, you're like, oh, it took you a whole game just to go 2 above, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So as long as you're in 16, as long as you're doing 2006, if you're doing 2,000 yards in 16 games, you're good on my list. Damn it.
Yeah.
So that's we'll set that as. Yeah. So so the game of the night, Vikings Lions.
Oh man.
We were all, I think, very excited for Sam Darnold and the Vikings to beat the Lions. I think a lot of people picked the Vikings to win. Vikings winner. Whatever. I just remember seeing the graphic of all the ESPN people picking the Vikings to win because of the Lions defense. being depleted, and boy, Sam Darnold had a bad game. And I see if I can find, here we go. Fourth down, Vikings 0-2, Lions 2-3. Red zone touchdowns, Vikings 0 for 4, Lions 1 for 1. And this is absolutely is the difference. Darnold missed some throws high, and he also missed.
He did.
He also did not pull the trigger on some clearly open guys for touchdowns. There was a lot of those like pick slant plays at the goal line that he just was not hitting for some reason, or not throwing. And at least in the red zone. And when you're not, you against the Lions, you have to score touchdowns. You cannot just kick field goals or come up empty without points, which they did twice. So yeah, of course, Jahmyr Gibbs took over the game and fucking destroyed them. Let's see, there's more. That's here. The Lions defense played man coverage on 66% of dropbacks, the second highest rate by defense in a game this season. Darnold finished 10 for 28, 125 yards against man, negative 20% on catches per over expected, while completing only 1 of 9 attempts on dropbacks over 4 seconds. It's not good. The Lions specifically played more cover 0 than any other defense in a game this season, 14 times, allowing just 5 completions across those dropbacks. The Lions blitzed Darnold on over half of his dropbacks in both meetings this season, 55% in Week 18. More. Sam Darnold has... here we go. Sam Darnold currently has the 3rd worst red zone passer rating by any quarterback in any game this season, with 10+ attempts in the red zone. Amik Robertson shadowed Justin Jefferson on 35 of his 43 routes tonight. Robertson allowed Jefferson just 3 receptions for 55 yards on 7 targets. Ex-Raider, Amik Robinson.
Really?
Yes, he was on our team last year, and he famously got a pick to close out a game. I forgot against.
Wow, that is not good.
So
that dude balled out today, bro.
Yeah, he did good. I mean,
Goodness.
with all the injuries that they have, I mean, yeah, just it was bad. See if we could find highlights. No, I don't see any highlights. All right. Okay, this is one that I remember, but he had it right here. Throw this. He does not throw this here. Waited a long time and then overthrew Hawkinson. And this is what I was talking about, the pick slant play. And it's like this is the shit that they always do. It's a pick play, so you think it's first read 2. Did pick work? Yes. Hit it for layup. No. Hawkinson over the middle. So, I mean, this is... I don't know if he's like the nerves or what, but not getting points here literally cost them the game, because then they went down or they kicked the field goal, and then they were down 9-17, and then Jahmyr Gibbs is just... And Chris Collinsworth was saying it on the broadcast that they talked to Jared Goff, and Jared Goff was like, I am not scared of the Vikings. I know how to play against them. And yeah, he fucking absolutely showed it. He played great. So
to me, all that right there and not pulling the trigger on throws like that contributes to how insane that Lions defense played today, bro. They knew exactly what they were doing. They were smacking Sam Darnold any chance they got.
Yeah,
Homie was seeing ghosts, and that contributes to him not being able to pull the trigger on some of those throws.
He lost his confidence. Yeah, you're right. He lost his confidence.
And I'm sure that was the talk of the week
here
in the defense for the defense, bro.
Lions blitzed a lot as they have all season, but what struck me most in first half was their success with just a 4-man rush, great coverage plus consistent pressure with games giving the offensive line trouble. So I mean, yeah, like they're just especially you don't have to send extra people and you're getting pass rush on them.
And everyone's locked up, which is insane because everyone being
mean, here
Justin
we go.
Jefferson, Addison.
I mean, he missed.
He did miss throws too.
He
yeah.
missed
That
throws too. Plus, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just honestly. Yeah.
That's kind of what I've been saying all season, bro. With the Sam Darnold, eventually,
Yeah, he
he's
did not come
just
through today.
Was not gonna come through, bro. Unfortunately, but
Yeah, like here's Warren Sharp, Justin Jefferson wide open and ends on multiple plays, but Sam Darnold.
yeah, that's tough, man.
This is funny because yeah. So I mean, you just gotta hope that the Vikings can. I mean, if you're Sam Darnold, you know, thankfully this wasn't a playoff game, although it had ramifications
It
like a
kinda
playoff game.
was. Yeah.
Because now you're not playing fucking. Now you're not playing. Now you don't have a bye week, and then playing whoever the lower seed. Now you have to go to LA and play the Rams, and who knows how that
Yeah.
works out.
That's not an easy game at all.
Yeah. So although I do.
And that young Rams defense is gonna watch that game today and was like, "All right,
what
we're
am I
gonna
doing?
copy and paste."
Sports. Yeah, copy and paste for. Oh, you fucking fuck. I want to see if they have odds for the. Yeah, so Vikings are favored to win. 2.5 points. That's about right. I think Vikings win. I think the Vikings beat the Rams. I have Vikings in that game.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
But
I don't know.
I think I have Vikings winning that. But who knows?
If today's game was a lot closer, I would easily say Vikings.
Yeah.
After what happened today, I cannot easily say Vikings. It's a toss up for me.
Yeah. They got Commanders 3-point underdogs. They got Broncos 8-point underdogs. That makes sense. 9-point underdogs. So they're saying that the Steelers are worse against the Ravens than the Broncos against the Bills. That's crazy. And then they got Chargers favorited in Texas. Oh, I forgot to show you this. You probably saw this already. Smashed.
Oh. Oh my god.
It's okay though. The Jets won.
Hey, just imagine them running that in practice and walkthroughs and being like,
"This is
"Yo,
so
this
fire."
is gonna hit.
Yeah.
This is gonna hit."
This is so fire. Yeah. So that being said, Lions are juggernauts. They're probably the only ones that can defeat either the Bills or the Chiefs. Whoever is left standing in that bloodbath, and I'll say Vikings playoffs up. I'll put them in front of the Chargers because
I'm with
Rams
that.
because
I'm with that, yeah.
they are having a season. They are having a season. They're having a moment, and
The moment might have died today, though.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
But we'll see. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe they get in a rhythm playing these games. You know, Sam Darnold's, like the type where. I don't know if you remember this, but like when people were getting the COVID money, and someone tweeted like, honestly, if it were up to me, I wouldn't accept the COVID money or the stimulus check because it'll just make me grind harder. That's Sam Darnold right now. He's like, I don't want to win the division. I don't want to win the conference because being the 5 seed will just make me grind harder. You know what I mean? Maybe that's his mentality
great.
here. Maybe that's why I'm missing fucking Justin Jefferson, who's already tall as fuck. How tall is Justin Jefferson?
Probably like 6'3", 6'3", 6'4",
No, really?
6'1".
Oh wow, he looks tall as hell. He just looks.
He's
lanky.
lanky.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, when you're over, like his catch radius is insane. You would think that there's no way you can overthrow him, and he overthrew him a few times.
Yeah.
So this is our thing.
Wow. What a season, huh? Wow.
Yeah. Your fucking download. Oh, I don't want to make a fucking account. Oh, whatever. I'll do this later. Oh, damn. I thought we lost it. No, yeah, this is it, right? No, download image. You fuck. Thank you. All right. So, we didn't do picks for the last 2 weeks because it was Christmas. And then it was week 18. So it doesn't feel like. So for week, or actually, hold on.
You had me beat anyway. You would have clinched
Change
the
screens. Well, actually, we could do this one. We never week 16 picks. We didn't pick this one yet. Yeah, we have nothing for week 16. Do you remember the winners?
We'll pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up. Cincinnati beat Cleveland, right?
Yeah, Cincinnati won out.
Yeah, they won out. So
So
Cincinnati won, Kansas City won, Baltimore won, Atlanta. Did they lose this game? I don't remember. No, they won, right? Buffalo won. Detroit won. Did Indy beat Tennessee? No, they didn't.
Yeah, I got you right now. Okay,
Okay, go ahead.
what was this week?
16?
What?
Yeah, this is the last time we did it, week 16, because we didn't do 17 or 18.
Okay, so we got Cincinnati beat Cleveland. Yes. Houston. Chiefs beat Houston.
Yeah.
Chargers beat the Broncos.
Chargers beat the Chargers beat the Broncos, yeah.
Ravens beat the Steelers.
Ravens beat the Steelers, okay.
Cowboys beat the Bucks. Oh, of course I picked the Bucks. Yep.
Cowboys beat the Bucks, okay.
Rams beat the Jets. Commies beat the Eagles.
Wait, Rams beat the Jets. Where's the Los Angeles? Oh, Rams beat the Jets. Okay, cool. Commies beat the Eagles. Yes.
Yes.
Where's Philadelphia?
No, that's right under. I picked Commies. Huge. Falcons beat the Giants.
Falcons beat the Giants.
Huge.
Fuck is that? Oh my god, I'm like. Oh yeah, Falcons beat the Giants. Okay.
Up top. Yeah, Buffalo did beat.
Okay,
New
Buffalo
England.
won. Yes.
Chicago, Detroit, Bears.
Detroit beat Chicago.
Yeah, Detroit obviously won.
Yeah.
Who else? Indy for sure lost that.
Oh, Indy lost to Tennessee?
No, Indy won. Indy
won.
won.
Yeah.
I'm bugging. It just feels like they lost because
Yeah.
how the season ended. What else are we missing? No, that's it.
Carolina.
Carolina
Arizona?
won in OT. How was that OT game?
Green Bay beat New Orleans.
Green Bay, yeah, they skunk New Orleans. Yep.
San
How was it?
Francisco, San Francisco beat Miami? No, Miami won.
Yeah, Miami won that. Mhm.
Okay, so I think we tied, dude. Vegas beat Jacksonville.
Yes, they did.
Shit. Minnesota beat Seattle. Yes, they did.
Mm-hmm.
Chargers beat Denver. Yes, they did. Carolina, Denver. Yeah, we got all this. Yeah, we fucking tied it anyway. Okay, so we just got one wrong. So then if I go back to this. So we're just going to tie the rest of these since we didn't do picks. So we're at 10-14. So how are we going to do the brackets? You know what? Let's just. Do we just use this one? Fuck it.
Yeah.
It's boring looking, but we have no choice. No. Damn it. Playoff. Ah, there's a fillable version. Nice. All right.
Oh, that's huge. Mm.
Can I duplicate this? Nice. Okay. You want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
You won the regular season. You go first.
All right. So we got Houston Chargers here. In Houston?
Yeah.
I'm born Chargers. Baltimore.
Wait, is it? Never mind. That was a dumb question.
It's in Houston. Fuck, actually, I don't know if I want. No, I'm changing my answer here. I'm going to go Houston. And then Buffalo, obviously. Fuck. And then KC. Ah. I got Buffalo in the Super Bowl.
Wow. Okay.
There's just no way. The Chiefs can't. They can't keep getting away with it. I'm gonna go Vikings here.
I'm gonna take a piss while you're doing the NFC. BB.
All right. Tampa Bay, Washington. Tampa Bay, yeah. We're riding the commies, baby. And then Philly. And then Philly again. And then Detroit. And then Detroit. And then Detroit. Oh, I don't know. No, fuck. I'm gonna go Detroit. Fuck it. We're doing Detroit. Can I bold these? No one do.
Wow.
Yeah. So I got Houston beating the Chargers. And then losing at Kansas City. I got Baltimore beating Pittsburgh, and then Buffalo beating Denver. Buffalo beating Baltimore. I got Buffalo against Kansas City, Buffalo in the Super Bowl. Then I got Detroit. No, sorry, I got Rams losing to the Vikings. Then I got Washington against Tampa Bay. Sorry, I got Washington beating Tampa Bay, and then Philly beating Packers. I got Philly versus Detroit in the NFC Championship. I got Detroit in the Super Bowl, and then I got Detroit beating Buffalo because Detroit's defense is good enough to at least get some stops on Josh Allen, and Buffalo just won't be able to stop the Lions.
Fair enough.
I don't think Buffalo will be able to stop them. That's just how it is. That's just how I see it. So I'm gonna download this with my changes. Andy's. All right. All right. Houston. No, Los Angeles Chargers in Houston. Who you got?
Give me the Chargers.
Chargers.
Jimmy Harbaugh.
Yep. Baltimore, Pittsburgh.
This is easy. Baltimore and Buffalo.
Baltimore. I should have done mine in all caps. Baltimore, Buffalo. You got Kansas City beating the Chargers, I'm assuming?
Yep. Give me KC
And then you got
Swifties.
You got Buffalo beating Baltimore or Baltimore?
I'm gonna take Baltimore. Or sorry, I'm gonna take Buffalo.
Okay.
Lamar
Who you got
Jackson.
Super Bowl?
Wow.
Let me remind you, Buffalo already beat Kansas City.
Pure
Gave them their only real
cinema.
loss.
I'll tell you what, it doesn't happen again. Give me Kansas City.
Wow.
You don't beat Patty Mahomes twice.
All right. Back on the NFC side. Rams, Vikings.
Okay, real quick comment. This is whack that I guess it's cool.
Yeah.
Minnesota Detroit rematch, but I wish it was a little different. I wish like Philly got to play Detroit or something. I don't know, dude. Like just mix it
Wait,
up,
what do you mean?
bro.
Oh, because it's gonna be Minnesota Detroit
Yeah, it's just
again.
gonna be again like 2 weeks later. Like
Oh yeah, you're right. So-
and then
so-
again, it's low key a better path for Philly. Yes or no? Easy path to
yeah,
be the
just
number 2
because
seed.
Minnesota's such a strong 5 seed, yeah. That's just how it works
Mhm.
out, dude. It's kind of like the Celtics of last year.
But yeah, with that being said, give me the Rams.
Okay, Rams.
Rams at home, they find a way.
You got Washington, right?
Yeah, I'll take Washington there. I'll take Dan Quinn.
Philly over
Give
Green.
me Philly. Give me Philly
Okay.
and give me Detroit.
Okay.
Give me Philly.
Okay, so we almost have the same bracket. And then who do you have?
Give me
as well?
Detroit.
Okay.
Give
who
me
do you-
Detroit because it's always F Philly.
What about the Super Bowl? So, remind you, if Kansas City wins this, they'll be the first team to
It's a
three-peat in the
three-peat.
modern
Yeah,
era.
I know. Tonight I saw a different.
You're gonna go
beast,
Detroit.
man. I'm going Detroit as well, man. That what I saw tonight was insane. The way that defense played. Whether
All right. How are we gonna build? How are we gonna? Oh, my bad. I cut you off. Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
No, I
you're
was just
good.
gonna say, how are we gonna for this?
It's a good question.
Should we do it by round?
Yeah, but we almost have the same amount of picks though. Like same similar brackets, if you will.
Well,
It really just comes down to that the Rams Minnesota.
I have Houston. You have Chargers.
Yeah, that one as well. Besides that, it's the same. KC and Buffalo. I have KC, so it's gonna come down to those. And then it's the same on the NFC side, and we have the same winner, Super Bowl winner. So I don't know.
It is the same. No, I have Vikings. You have Rams. Um. I mean, should we just do? Should we just do who has more? Like, we'll just count each one as a point.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that would be the easiest way to do it. Okay.
And then and then we'll just add the total points to the total of this. So like, let's say you get
Wait.
4 of this total.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
All right, we'll do it that way.
Yeah, that would have to be like that. Yeah.
All right, we'll do. Okay, so then, another thing I want to do too is like I want us to write out like a narrative of everything not everything, but like sum up all the important points for this season, for the regular season at least so far.
We can run it back during the week.
Yeah, we'll run it back, or maybe after this weekend. 'Cause
Okay.
we'll talk about the games and then, because I want to that way we can keep a backlog of like, oh shit, what happened in the 25 season? Then we can look back and be like, well, Richardson was ass.
He tapped out of a game.
Yeah, he tapped out a game, and then
Yeah.
Cowboys fucking were at. You know what I mean? Just keep all the highlights, I guess. That way we can remember what happened in one season to what team or whatever.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All right, do you think that's it? I'm gonna stop the recording, the streaming.